What's up, everybody? This is Investing Sensei to bring you another episode in the new series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to make $1,000 a month, as well how much do you need to own of a stock to make $100 every single month, and then as well how much of a company do you need to own to make $100 every single week. So this is a really fun video to record. Definitely we pull up the calculator, add up all the dividends, do the calculations, crunch some numbers. But in this episode, we're actually going to go over KO, so Coca-Cola. So pretty exciting. These are the list that I am following. So next week we should be doing Pepsi. So if you see a company or you want me to do a company that I haven't done before, or that should have an update because the stock went down in a massive way or has gone up in a massive way, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to add it to the list, and then we can eventually make a video on it. But while you're actually here, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification if you have not done so already, and drop a big thumbs up on the videos to help out the channel. We're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers, and I think we can eventually get that. Hopefully we can do that before the end of 2022, so help me out, guys. But if we go over here to Seeking Alpha, guys, you'll see that we are doing KO, so Coca-Cola Company. Currently trading about $63.01. If we actually look at the company profile, you'll see that the Coca-Cola Company, a beverage company, manufactures, markets, and sells various non-alcoholic beverages worldwide. The company provides sparkling soft drinks, flavored and enhanced water and sports drinks, juice, dairy, and plant-based beverages, tea and coffee, and energy drinks. It also offers beverage concentrates and syrups, as well as fountain syrups to fountain retailers such as restaurants and convenience stores. The company sells its products under the Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Coca-Cola Light, Coca-Cola Zero, Sugar, Fanta, Frisca. I'm not sure which one this one is. Sprite, a Thumbs Up, Aquarius, Sail, and then there's a lot of ones, Dasani. A lot of the companies, Coca-Cola does sell a lot of beverages, so I'm pretty sure everybody's very familiar with the Coca-Cola. So I just wanted to read a little bit of the company profile in case you weren't familiar with it. They are in the consumer sector under the industry of soft drinks. Employees is about 79,000, and they were actually founded in 1886, so quite a long time. And you'll see that if we go back up here, we can look at some information. So if we look, you'll see actually the 1 year they're actually up 10.04%, which is actually really good compared to everything else that is down in the market. If we look at the 5 years, you'll see that they're up 36.95%. 10 years they are up 55.89%, and the maximum they're up 480.74%. So quite a great company. And then I'm actually not invested in this, I'm actually invested in Pepsi. But if you look at the 52-week range, you'll see that the lowest they've gotten in the 52 weeks has been a low of $52.28. Highest they've gotten is $67.20. And then in the EPS is 2.46, and then PE is 25.60. Dividend rate, so that is $1.76. Yield 2.73%, and then we got market cap $272.58 billion. Quite a large company. If we look over here, guys, which we'll actually be doing the calculations, if we look at the dividend scorecard, again, you know that this is in the consumer staples. If we scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see in the dividend summary, dividend yield's about 2.79% currently, and then the annual payout is $1.76. So for one share of Coca-Cola that you do own, throughout the year you would get paid a total of $1.76 in dividends. They do pay out quarterly if you look at this, so you just divide this by 4 and you would get about 44 cents that they would pay you out every quarter, which adds up to $1.76. Payout ratio is 70.49%, quite on the higher end, so definitely no real growth there. So if you have a lot of time on your side, probably Coca-Cola might not be the best investment for you, but 5-year CAGR is 3.62%. Quite a low 5-year CAGR, meaning that they don't have much growth in their dividend in the past 5 years. You'll see that they've been growing their dividend for over 59 years. They are dividend kings, so great companies. But if we pull up the calculators here, guys, I can show you the calculations. So first one we are actually going to be doing is how much of this company do you need to own, or how much do you have to have invested to make $1,000 every single month. I think that would be pretty great. Remember that these numbers are, some of them are really ridiculous, but it's just fun figuring out, over time, if you continue to dollar cost average, and continue to reinvest those dividends over the long term, you could eventually achieve this with certain companies. Definitely, I plan to do that in the future. We will see how we get there in my dividend growth portfolio. So definitely make sure that you're subscribed with that notification so you can follow this journey. And don't forget to drop a big thumbs up on the videos to help out the channel anyways. But we're trying to make $1,000 a month, so there is 12 months in a year, so we need to make roughly about $12,000 a year. If we look at the annual payout here, you'll see that it's $1.76, so for every 1 share. So we're actually going to divide the 12,000 by $1.76. That will give us the total number of shares that we need to own. So we need to roughly own about 6,818 shares of Coca-Cola to make about $1,000 every single month. Then you multiply this times the share price, so times 63 in 1 penny. So we roughly need to invest $429,613. Quite a bit of money. Remember, guys, you do want to be diversified, of course, but this is just numbers we are just throwing out there. $1,000 a month, quite a bit, especially with a dividend yield of 2.79%. Yeah, about $400,000, quite a bit of money. But a quick way you can calculate this actually is if you do the 12,000 that you want to make a year, which gives you about $1,000 every single month. You can divide this by the dividend yield, so 0.00279. That gives you roughly about 430,000. So right around the ballpark. A quick way to calculate that. Let's go ahead and do $100 every single month. I feel like this one's a little bit more achievable. Again, if you have the previous result, you can just divide it by 10 and that should give you the result. But let's go ahead and do it. So you want to make $100 every single month, and there's 12 months in a year. So you need to roughly own $1,200 by the end of the year. You divide this by the annual payout they give you, so $1.76. That gives you the total number of shares you need to own in Coca-Cola. So about 681 shares of Coca-Cola. Then you multiply this times the share price of $63.01. So you need to roughly own about $42,961 of well, I guess you need to invest $42,961 of Coca-Cola if you were to purchase it right now. I feel like Coca-Cola has gone up quite a bit in price. I remember when I was trading right around $40, so quite a long time. But again, quick way to calculate this is you could do the 1,200 divided by the dividend yield, which is 279. And gives you roughly around $43,000, which is kind of what we got. Let's go ahead and do the last one, guys, which is we want to make $100 every single week. So we want to make $100 every single week, and there's actually 52 weeks in a year. So you multiply that. So you need to roughly make about $5,200 a year. Again, remember, divided by the annual payout, $1.76. And that gives you about 2,954 shares that you need to have of Coca-Cola to achieve that. Then you multiply it times the share price of $63.01. So you roughly need to own about, well, I guess you need to roughly invest about $186,163 right now if you wanted to make that amount. And purely Coca-Cola, obviously, if you had this much amount, I would definitely recommend that you might consider try to diversify this, because diversification is the best thing you could potentially do. But quick way again, guys, you can calculate this is 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, so 0.02279, and that gives you roughly around $186,000 of invested of what you would need to achieve that goal. But yeah guys, this is what I have for the calculations. Let me know if you own Coca-Cola in the comment section, or if you own Pepsi, or which one of the two do you own, or do you own both? But let's go ahead and look at the yield on cost, the dividend yield. This basically is a graph that if you look right here, this is the dividend yield, so 2.73%, but this fluctuates as time. Remember, if the stock price of Coca-Cola actually drops, the dividend yield actually goes up. So typically that is the best time when you want to buy, is when the dividend yield is much higher, if it's a great company you believe will survive and grow in the long term. So again, if we look at the March 2020, that was one of the best opportunities you could have entered almost any company. Remember, 4% on Coca-Cola, pretty amazing there. If we look, it's actually been going down at dividend yield, and that is because the share price has gone up. I believe over here it was trading around $30, $40 or so. So definitely great opportunity there. Right now I think it's quite a bit low on the dividend yield, but you know, there are some companies that actually spiked up and they've been going down in price. But yeah, this is actually all I have for you guys in this video. Again, be sure that you're subscribed with a notification if you have not done so already, and drop a big thumbs up on the videos. Let me know again if you do own Coca-Cola or Pepsi or both. I will see you guys in the comment section. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.